Arsenal are interested in Eduardo Camavinga. Yes, we wife boy, and we've signed Trossard. We've looked like we signed this guy called Jakob, but Camavinga. Oh my word, what a signing that would be in January for Arsenal Football Club. As always, let me know your thoughts of Camavinga in the comment section down below. Would you want him to come to Arsenal, and do you see him coming to Arsenal? And while you're down there, make sure you subscribe. I'm road to 2,000 subscribers if you love Arsenal related videos. So in this transfer talk video, we're talking Camavinga. Out of all players, I did not think we would have a sniff with this Real Madrid player, but it seems like a move could be on the cards. According to Simon Collins, who's a respectable journalist, Arsenal are interested in a loan move for Eduardo Camavinga during current transfer window. Unclear if Real Madrid would sanction it, but player has struggled for minutes recently, but Declan Rice still remains the #1 summer target for midfield for Arsenal. My word. Arsenal really have kicked into the gear this second half of this transfer window. It's as if it's like we lost out on Mudryk, minor setback, major comeback. We came back with smoke. We already signed Trossard, good Premier League proven striker on a cut deal. We've signed this Jakob guy who's looking, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know a lot about him, but left-footed centre-back option fills a void. Camavinga, that is a top-class player we need in that midfield. We talked about there being not enough depth on that Arsenal bench. Well, this is a Champions League winner, played for Real Madrid side. He is a top quality player. I remember at the time when he was in the French league and there was Chelsea, Man United, all sniffing around. He got his dream move to Real Madrid. He hasn't quite managed to settle down playing like consistently. Of course, they've got Tchouaméni, they got Modric in there. Like, that's a packed Real Madrid team. Just because he can't get into that starting 11 does not by any means discredit him as a quality footballer. And Real Madrid could be looking to loan him out. We know they have got and done business with Arsenal recently. Martin Odegaard, of course, he was playing for Real Madrid, loaned to Arsenal. We really enjoyed his time here and we ended up making it permanent, and what a transfer that's been for Arsenal. So we know that the clubs have been in contact before. And is someone like Camavinga feasible? Look, in seasons gone by, I would have thought, no chance, man. This is just paper talk. But anything can happen. Look, we need to stop treating Arsenal like we were a couple seasons ago, where we would be lucky to link to any good footballer. Nowadays, we are an attractive prospect for footballers. You know it's the case when Fabrizio Romano says personal terms were never an issue. Players want to come to Arsenal Football Club. They are so willing to sign that contract to come here. They're ready to jump on that plane as soon as their agent gives them the green light. Trossard showed it. Look, Mudryk did show it as well. It's just obviously that deal was a bit dodgy. I still believe it was a bit dodgy, that deal and everything. But players want to come to Arsenal. We know Camavinga was an Arsenal fan growing up. I'm not surprised. All these French players, they idolise Thierry Henry, Arsene Wenger, etc. That's no surprise that he was an Arsenal fan growing up. And players are watching Arsenal. Look, every professional footballer, I'm convinced, watches the Premier League. I don't care if you're playing in Syria, Bundesliga, La Liga. You're watching the Premier League. It's the best league in the world. You dream of coming to the Premier League. Arsenal are the best team in the Premier League right now. Everyone is watching Arsenal. Everyone is keeping tabs on Arsenal. Everyone wants to be here. They all want to be part of this process. They all want to be part of this team that's playing so well, so high on confidence. We would take Camavinga, man. What a signing it would be. I would 100% take him. That for me would be a 10 out of 10 signing. That is quality in that midfield. And forget the player himself, the quality. Think about him walking into the dressing room. Champions League winner. We saw what Gabriel Jesus and Zinchenko have done for the team this year. Being Premier League winners. The mentality boost is given to that team. We've got a Champions League winner walking in Camavinga. And not just a Champions League winner that's got the medal. He played in games last year. He was a part of that team that won the Champions League. Quality. Part of the French squad as well. He can come in for Europa League games, be solid. Coming off the bench for Partey and be solid. He can play multiple positions. He can be deep like a 6, a box-to-box instead of Xhaka. That is a top player. And for me, on loan, it makes complete sense. It's a loan fee, so it won't be a lot of money. I'm guessing there'll be an option to buy. I can't imagine there being an obligation to buy the deal. It seems Real Madrid are mostly looking for him to get top experience more than anything. The only thing that I think could be a bit dodgy for it is the fact that Real Madrid obviously haven't assured him enough game time. So if they're going to give him to a club, they'd want that club to start him, I'm guessing. Arsenal, he won't be guaranteed to start. We're not looking for starters right now. Our starting 11 is solid. It's playing amazing. We don't need anyone to replace anyone. We just want squad depth and bench options. That's why we brought in Trossard. That's why we brought in this Jakob Kiwier guy. We're looking for bench options. Camavinga, if he's coming on loan, he didn't get enough playing time at Real Madrid. Is he going to start for Arsenal? Even though he's a top player, for me, you run the same team. You do not sub in anyone now to start because this team's working so well. We've played so well without rotating the team much this season. We just need options, and I want Camavinga to be an option for us to bring in for FA Cup, Europa League games, rather than someone that's going to start straight away. So in that aspect, does it make sense from Real Madrid's side? Who knows? I mean, if they're looking to offload him in the summer, maybe it does make sense. Because maybe Arsenal take him on. I mean, it makes sense in our books. We get a quality player in midfield. We try him out on a cut deal because it'll only be a loan fee. And we'll probably have to cover his wages, which won't be an awful lot anyway. Take him for 6 months. See how he does, kind of like Ødegaard, work experience, internship. And then we decide in summer, right, we can go for him. If not, we'll go for Rice. We'll go for someone like Jude Bellingham even, potentially. That is what it looks like for Arsenal. And for me, that is a top deal. I mean, Trossard, this Jakob guy, Camavinga, I'm happy with that transfer window. I would take that at the start of the window 100%. And it just goes to show that minor setback, major comeback. We really wanted Mudryk. We bid 95 million for him. It fell through. But if we can pick up 3 players for that Mudryk price, you have to say that's good business overall from Arsenal Football Club. And I'll hold my hands up and I'll apologise to Eddie for every wrong thing I've said about him if he manages to pull all that stuff off. I'm just happy overall that Arsenal are looking to make signings. We know last January we completely bottled it. We signed absolutely no one. And we all know what happened there. We got pipped to top 4. The stakes even higher this season. We're not talking about top 4. We're talking about winning the Premier League. We're looking like we're starting to add additions. City, on the other hand, aren't looking like they're doing so. The whole mental squad this gives the team, the whole confidence boost, the fact that we're bringing in fresh players in January. It's been shown in previous years. Teams like United bringing in Fernandes, Liverpool, Luis Diaz, Tottenham, Bentancur and Kulusevski. It has a boost on the team if you bring the right people in. And I believe Trossard will be exactly that. And if we bring in someone like Camavinga, it will be exactly that as well. Stay tuned down here, as what they say. Watch this space because I will be covering Arsenal transfer news, including Camavinga throughout the transfer window, as well as other football clubs and Arsenal match reactions and just football talk in general. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you like down below and subscribe if you're new around here. I'm already to 2,000 subscribers. I'd really love to hear your thoughts of Camavinga. So do let me know that in the comment section down below. Do you rate him? Do you not rate him? Do you want to see my Arsenal? Would you rather us sign someone else in what remains of like the 2 weeks or 10 days of this transfer window? I'd really love to hear it. I've been Football and I hope to see you all in my next video.